Let's try it. Let's see what happens. See what happens. It looks like that's streaming to the file. This is, all that stuff looks good. Oh, it's like we're up there. We're up there, looks like. And it looks like we're up there. Oh, yeah. And then we got to hit that right there on the old Facebook. So it looks like everything is correct. Hey, everybody, if you're watching, it's me. I'm trying something new. Trying to stream live while showing everybody a little bit of the editing process, stuff we do on our day job at Alarm Red Media. So we make content, we make it in Final Cut. Today I'm going to see if I can get that on the screen, and in fact, let's see if we can't do that. You can kind of see what I got going on. I have 3 monitors in front of me that I use, and then if I go over to here, let's go ahead and cut. We'll bring this up. I can show you. Hopefully it'll show you. I'm just making sure that everything's working and then there's no rogue audio issues. Welcome everybody. I'm sorry if I'm a bit flighty. I haven't done this in a while. Just making sure everything is up and running as it should be. So with that, all right, let's get rid of that. That's fun music, but I want to be able to show everybody everything here. So if we're doing that, it should be, looks like YouTube has a little bit of latency, but it looks like Twitch and Facebook are up and running pretty IRL, effective. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to stop worrying about the stream so much and try to show you guys a little bit more of the background. Now I've got one desktop here, and I do all this within a studio switching software called Livestream Studio. It allows me to do this and that. That's my first desktop. I also have another desktop that I keep open where I can access a whole bunch of files and assets for what we'll be editing today, which, like I said, is Brick Ross. Going to be editing a new episode of Good Old Brick. Our good friend, Mr. Brick, and let's go ahead and bring up Final Cut Pro and make that our entire shingly bobsle. I want to be sure that you guys, everybody can hear this. So
that will hold one of these Hooksry Bobsons.
All right.
Saw them earlier.
Seems like you guys are
just like that.
And if there's any crazy audio issues or upkeep video, go ahead, leave me a comment in the comment section. Thanks for hanging out.
We can have
this is going to be interesting. I'm going to try to edit this while kind of imagining you're here in the studio with me. So
happy little trees and happy little accidents.
Okay,
I'm having a lot of fun.
That sounds
little build
good right there, and that's great. That sounds good. I'm gonna make a little bit of room over here so there we go. Now I can see just the edge of that monitor. And I can keep track of my timeline and stuff. So looks like you guys are all good. Welcome. What do I want to get into? Check a chat. You guys aren't there. You don't care yet, but that's cool. I don't mind. Honestly, I just kind of want to see if I can do this. If the old system can take the strain. But yeah, so what I want to do is, this is the very first starts of the editing process per an episode of Old Brick. I have compiled an hour's worth of footage. What this is going to end up being is the second part of the bonsai episode, the bonsai tree episode, where Brick goes over his happy little tree, builds the Lego bonsai. You might remember Mr. Zach was in that episode as a guest contributor, and that was a lot of fun. This is going to be putting on the pink buds and blossoms that you can see here, and removing some of the greenery from the old build. I believe we tried to combine both of them. We didn't want them to be strictly pink, strictly green. So we kind of did our own take and variation. And hopefully that'll be fun to watch in what's going to be the final end result of that episode. And I'm sure if you are an editor of content and you're very, very familiar and comfortable, competent, and capable with Final Cut Pro, you will probably find a lot of my methods to be laughable or irritating. They may trigger you. I hope that's not the case. I try my very best to make the best possible product I can. And if you're ever spent any time in the editing bay, I'm sure you can appreciate it. The struggle is real. So starting off, you're not going to hear any background music or anything like that because you're very in tune to what you're editing. I will tell you this: I've compiled an hour's worth of footage, as I said. I've sharpened it, just tweaked it up a little bit. I've yet to color correct various angles, but the episodes are shot in the studio via take, and you'll see my process of having to reset, and then which would make it easier for me to remove those 3 or 4 seconds of reset in the editing process in between takes, and I'll explain more as we go along, and hopefully that'll make more sense. Again, I'm going to kind of duck in and out and around just to make sure I'm not blowing off anybody in the comments section. That hasn't been too much of an issue yet. So thanks for checking this out. Let's get started. What I like to start with by doing, like I said, I sharpen everything up as it's all one clip. That way I don't have to go back and make all those adjustments as I trim the clip, cut the clip, splice the clip, scatter it all around. All the sharpening is done. All the audio is synced, so it sounds good. I usually edit my content where the volume on my monitors are about halfway up. All my levels are always half. That way I just kind of have that baseline of knowing whether or not something is going to be louder or softer than another audio component. For example, I'll have audio files. Like you can see these guys over here. I don't know if it'll come on. Will it show my? There we go. You can see these audio levels are just at about peak, just at 0. I think I've got them up to 1 decibel above. Yep, I haven't done anything right there. Is it? Oh wait, no, because I had this. It's funny. My SLR, the DSLR, films at 30 frames per second. Then I'll edit at 29.97, and then have to resync up the audio. I'm sure there's a way I could correct that by just changing the file formats to go ahead and do everything in 30 frames a second instead. I've just become accustomed to doing it this way. That's just how it is, and I'm sure there's time-saving tips that I could be utilizing, but for now we press on, and the main volume track is about 1 decibel, but it'll read 0 here. I just wanted you to understand that.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. Send us a picture.
So you'll see that 0 up there, but down here sounds pretty good.
One of the dried.
So like later when I'll add music, say the Brick Ross theme, which we're about to do. Let's go ahead and pause that. We're about to add music now. There's a couple things that I like to add in the beginning. Obviously, getting the first couple moments of the build up and running is pretty essential. I'll throw everything into not select, but the old position, so I can give myself a little bit of roll right here at the beginning, and that is where I will expand, and then I'll I think if we do this, I can do that, and then I can show you get off that one. I'll come over here to the Brick Ross assets stuff. I think I've got a folder. Where is it called? Shopify promotion. Brick Ross assets. This is the Brick Ross assets folder. Here we go. The intro assets folder just has a 0. I call it 0 by 0 copy. Then I've got the facial introduction piece of content, and then of course I've got the music, which is called Madness by Whiskey George or something like that. I forget, but that is the main theme song if you've ever been curious. So I'll take this, drag that over into my timeline, which you can now see when I do this rebopsel. Cool. So now we can expand on this. Let's go ahead and actually just make that split, get rid of all that bulk junkery bombs in there. And I've also got to add the branding, the alarm red branding, which is in here. If you go to ARM logos, there's the intro video right there. Cool. Now I can get rid of that. This, as always, is too big, so I need to go to my details, scale it down to about 80%. Yeah, let's do 80. Now that's a little bit smaller. You can watch that intro. Very well. That works. You're cool. Checking on comments. Woo, there's the music. Let's go ahead and see. Now I can hear that in my headphones, but I'm watching you all on the levels. I'm going to adjust these levels as they go in through the intro, because Brick's constant intro is, "Hi, you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross," or something to that degree. I'll show you. There's a little intentional guitar riff in there that I use as a spacing during his introduction. But for the meanwhile, we do this, we do that. We get this icon over here, because that kind of comes up. And we also like to make it a Ken Burns effect. So it just kind of slowly zooms in. But what we do is actually start in. We actually kind of will be doing like this. I like to bring the frame up a little bit so you can actually kind of watch it as it comes in. You see how it's bricking up, and then it's eventually going to fade out. And this guy, since I don't want it screaming in my ear the whole time, I usually like to keep that down around like between 11 and 15, just for the sake of editing. That way it's just not so in your face. What a nice... That's the gentle guitar intro. But now, so I've got the music there. I'm going to go ahead and V it out so I don't have to deal with it while I'm working. Let's go find our actual introduction. Looks like...
Today's episode, we're going to be going back and revisiting an old friend of ours. If you know us here at The Joy of Bricking, you know we're big fans of Happy Little Trees. So we're very pleased to bring back an old friend from, I believe, our very first aired episode.
It was our first episode.
That we shared with our friend, Mr. Zach. And you know what? To honor him.
Okay, so I want to make sure. Okay, I got that. Do I reset? Got his little bumblebee right there, and I reset. So for whatever reason, I didn't like that original take. Maybe I'm just going back, and now we're looking through.
I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
Yep, that's
Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun.
So over here, I think I'm just kind of... I remember filming this. We filmed this back to back, I think, within 3 or 4 episodes. So I feel like this was one of the last episodes that we shot. And by then, Brick was pretty dialed in with dialogue and introduction. So I feel like the other episodes that we shot, there was a little bit more difficulty getting the lines queued up at first. Yeah.
That was a pretty good take. Let's go ahead and do it all again.
Yeah?
I like that we brought in that guy. Yeah.
All right. So now we know that. We're going to zoom in a little bit. Probably start right there. Let's call that an edit. Get this guy. We can probably send this cat to the graveyard. At the end, I always put clips that might have potential. I'll throw them down here at the end, just so I don't completely get rid of them. But it looks like this is going to be where we need to be. This intro shot is good. I like the spacing around here. That's going to leave me plenty of room for graphics.
I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit a previous build. And if you know all of us down here at The Joy of Bricking, then you're pretty aware that we do have a thing for Happy Little Trees. So without further ado, I would like to welcome back our bonsai tree from our first episode that we ever built. And we're gonna have such a fun time today. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna decorate it as though spring has sprung, which it certainly has out here where I live. So I think that motivated me.
You have to listen to every
on this build that we did so long
every
ago.
line.
It still looks so wonderful since we built it so long ago. It's just
I can already feel
shines among our collection.
some things I'm
And
going to
really
take out
excited
for time.
to get a little creative creative.
Brick can
to
ramble
see how it
on a
looks
little
with the
bit. He can get a
with
little.
all the pink frogs and all the
There's nothing wrong with
variations
that.
could be. And there are a lot of variations to this tree, a lot of very creative mocks that have been done by users and Brick Buddies from all over the world. And it's a very interesting thing to always take a look at people's take on that. And yeah, let's take a look at some of the interesting designs that people have come up with. This Lego bonsai tree, how about that?
Okay. So
It's so creative. I love looking at.
So I think I'm. That's gonna let me do that. We've got this. I like that. Whether or not I'm gonna put in cutaways, I think that is the intention. So that will be pretty much like, all right. So let's get us up to where you can. And this is so kind of rudimentary, but there I am giving directions. Cool. We're not going to use that. I gotta color correct these angles because you can see we've got this downward angle, which is pretty helpful, and then we've also got this front angle. You can tell by looking. You can see that the coloring of the shirt, a little green, a little too much green in that blue. A little oversaturation. I'm not 100% on the orange level of that desk. And again, I don't color correct. And these cameras, the one you're looking at right now, this one right here is it's fine. Like right now you can see like my face is kind of blown out and I'm pale because I'm pasty and spend a lot of time in this garage. But it looks a lot more dialed in around me than say this is actually the same camera that films this angle. So I've got to go, like when the studio lights are on, you've got to do like a lot of color correction from pre-production and just getting your shots set up. And then you've got to go back and color correct it here in post, in Final Cut, in order to make sure, everything's got that nice level of color consistency. So pretty long little process. But for the meantime, like I'll take projects and all right, so obviously I'm getting ready to do that. I don't think we're going to use that angle exactly. I think we're going to cut back to that. Decided we didn't want to use that, so this is going to be right around here. This is going to be my first cut, so let's go ahead and get that over there, move it, and then bring this pretty much over to here. Let's go ahead and expand these because right now we're lining up that introduction.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
So let me see. We can go back to this is another Brick Ross project edited. This is the Sanctuary 2 build. So if you look, we're gonna make that look like this. We've already got that. I'm gonna make that.
Hello.
And that little transition where the music comes in.
The Joy of Bricking with me, your host,
Brick Ross.
Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be
So those are always very, very consistent. That's going to be that looks like. And let's go back to this is Pink Bonsai 1 is the name of this working project. So got that. We shrank it down. The music always cues in right after that little bulb. Let's go ahead and V it back up. So, this we don't need yet. This is just a black screen, this 0x0 copy thing. It's just a black screen I use to cover up and fade in and do overlays with other things. So let's get this guy. We can V that guy out. It just keeps me from having to move him around on the timeline. So let's listen to it with music. Music.
Hello.
So I don't know if I need to get rid of that or not. Let's Command Z that. That means undo if you're not savvy. So this is going to be visible. However, I don't need an effect. I need a transition, which I always use cross dissolves for that. and then adjust the opening so it'll fade in like so.
Hello.
And I want that fade in to end right around his hello, so it pretty much, that's too much time. Let's tighten that up a little bit.
Hello.
There you go.
I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
So that needs to be moved. So now what I'm experiencing is like, so I'm basically trying to cue this up. So
With Brick Ross.
And that's where it's supposed to be. You want to get that. So I've got to play with this time. So that gives that. Okay, cool. Maybe we give that a little bit more. Hello.
Hello.
And then let's find the
I'm Brick Ross.
right there. It's right there. So if the music stays like that, this needs to go to about here. Is that correct?
With Brick Ross. With Brick Ross.
That's there. Now we like that. We like that.
Hello.
This can be reduced because you don't want things taking longer than they need to take. There's no point in wasting everybody's time. And so there's that. Got to move that back. I need to stop messing around with that magnetic tingling. Where's that? There's that, and I forget, what do? And this is not a cross dissolve transition, but our static. So let's go ahead and put that into play. Go ahead and like it?
Hello.
Little that means, and we got to let things render. I got a lot of stuff going on up here, so it's always nice to go, hey, what are my background tasks looking like? Not much, so cool.
Hello.
I like having music cue in just a skosh quicker. And then this, why are you taking so long? I'm going to remove that. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, cool. Cool. Cross dissolve again. Let's try that.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Brick Ross.
That's going to be hard because this, you're going to see this guy here, I like to have fade into the face, like Brick's face. Right now, I'm just trying to get this transition to be correct.
Hello.
And that may be going right there.
Hello.
Because this cat's gonna get there. That's gonna be a dissolve, a redo.
Hello.
All right, you see that? You see that, friends? Let's give that a static intro as well. I like how the sound is already there. I wonder how that happened. There's no way I was that dialed in with forethought.
Hello.
Sorry. There we go.
Hello.
I don't like how the title of JOB gets off screen up here. So let's actually get rid of that. Get rid of that. Look at its Ken-Burn properties and see if we can't get the end. Come on now. Ending. Over here, but that always puts the face a little bit south, a little bit more south than what I want. So let's see what that looks like. Poop. That's right. That was static. Got to keep that static. And then.
Hello.
And this is a cross dissolve. So I've never really edited while people are watching me or anything before, so it's kind of interesting. I do, in case you're curious, I do talk out loud like this on occasion, and you know, maybe you'll think it's interesting. All right, hey, what's up there? Ooh, hey, it's Seth. Hey, Seth. Sorry, I'm just now. Okay, it's YouTube, and it seems like a lot of work just for the intro. Hell yeah, Seth, it is. It absolutely is. Oh man, I wish I could. Oh, well, you guys are watching. You guys know, but maybe if I. Oh dang, I wonder if I can move this. Nope, I can't because that's all. You know what I can do is I can minimize that so you guys can kind of see that, and then I can bring this over. You can see Seth. See, I care. I just have all the conversations that are like YouTube. Here's Twitch. Here's Facebook. You can see like no one's really watching, but hey, you know maybe that'll change. But yeah, I've got those all open in like one window. So actually, maybe what I'll do is I don't need to put that over there. So, but I am paying attention or trying. And thanks for stopping in and checking it out. Yeah, thanks, buddy. I'm glad you like watching me edit. I wish, like I said, I wish I had more music playing in the background. But in any case, back to this. The only music I have. So music is another thing. Like you can see right now, I've got the Madness by Whiskey Priest. That's the name of the song. I've got a whole folder, which I can actually show you. And I'll push that graphic and it should, yep, there you go. So that's the intro assets. Again, you can see that. But if you go over to here to Brick Ross, promote old builds, new builds. I feel like I have one that's just called Ross Music. Maybe if it's in... not the intro assets, but just the assets themselves. There we go. Brick Ross assets. Title, intro, episode, Ross Music. If you go here, like this is dozens of tracks. They're all royalty free. I've got a bunch of music. I got them all mostly for those long builds. There's some brick bluegrass, some brick hop. If I'm looking for a specific mood, I'm really awful about organization. Sometimes, but I just know all the music is in here, and that's all the stuff for the Iron Man build. This is all used. I don't remember what build that was. Like the Batman build, it was 9 hours. So much. I didn't want to have any repetitive songs. I wanted it to be like, you know, I didn't want anyone to feel like, hey, this is, you know, like they're just phoning it in. So I'll probably visit this folder a little bit later when I need to outlay, and I'll go ahead and push back. I'll use more of those songs when I'm trying to outlay the rest. And now we're over here on this monitor. Because this is an hour. I'll probably need like 10 songs. You know, if it's only an hour, I like to keep music down to, you know, not really longer than 3 minutes, 4 minutes, unless it's like something really interesting. There's, you know, the stuff that I use for the beginning and end pieces. But all right, so back to the edit. Now we're going back to the beginning. We're gonna watch that intro one more time. I like that.
Hello.
I just wish it was a little short, but I'm limited by ultimately what keeps you dialed in. Your final point is that
Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
So that actually, you know what? If that needs to be expanded out a little bit, which I kind of like.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode.
Okay, so I like that. And now you can see I don't like this. I don't like this facial positioning yet. And I like how the text is still visible up front, even when you're all the way at the front of that or the back of that transition. However, I want this because right now you can see it is only 2.05, 2 seconds, 5 frames long, which isn't a lot. So I'd like it to be a little bit,
Hello.
Give this transition a little bit more time. Maybe that needs to go there. What about, how's that? I don't know. I'm going to let that sit for a while, just to kind of move on some other things to keep things a little bit more interesting. Because ultimately.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun.
Okay. Once you get to that note, I like to, what is it? And this is another thing. The more I edit it, and this is where savvy editors will be furious with me. But what is the audio? I have a list of shortcuts, keyboard shortcuts to use. I can always do. I know what that is, but dang it, darn doozly bops. It'll give me. Is it? Is it this one here? That's like. Let me see. Is it Control T that does it? Nope. Command Z. That made a title. What I'm trying to do is make these breakpoints. That show audio animation, video animation. What I'm trying to do is make a little tracker point so that I can adjust the volume there, and it is just escaping me how to do it. It was the oh my god, how did I not write that down? I feel like I did. I'm just not looking at it. There's one over there. No. This is why you need to be organized, kids. This is why I need to stay organized. Oh my God, what is it? Is it option? No, it's not option T. Is it? Nope. Did it? Option T. Nope. Command T. What was that? No. Nope. Command Z. All of that. It was the, oh man, I'm going to need to like actually look up a video on this. It was like top 10 things you're doing in Final Cut wrong. And it was dealing with the adjustment of your audio. I want to create a point right there is what I want to do. And it's driving me crazy. How do I mark? That's right. Okay. That's what I wanted to do. All right. So it's the R tool. Hey. Oh, come on. No, you're not. Hey, you. I hate it. I've disabled my space bar.
Brick Ross.
No, I didn't. Now it's doing it.
With Brick Ross.
Okay. Sorry. So from that point on, right now, what I want to do is grab a range. Maybe it's Control R. Ooh. Nope. Is it from there? Gosh darn it. You guys are watching me like learn and it's driving me crazy because I am not doing it well. And someone out there is be like, it's this key and this key, you idiot. I hope I'm not driving anyone completely bonkers. Maybe, you never know. Maybe someone's trying to help me out in the chats. That is a lot of music. Hey, Seth, I'm so glad you're hanging out. Okay, but for real, it is it Control R? Nope. Or is it just R? It's just R. It's just fucking R. That's what it is. And then you're going to go, I think, right around here. Well, from here to here, you definitely want to lower everything. So, Command Z. We want to keep that. Let's keep that at negative. Well, actually, because it's the intro, so we'll keep it at -10. So it all sounds good.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Oh.
It's going to be the first time that we us.
There we go. Now I've created those points. Now you can see I'm messing around with the audio level. I haven't done this in a hot minute. And so we want to turn it down, way down. This is down to -21. This is at -10. And we want this to be the transition point. So let's see how it sounds.
Watching.
Now you can see we've got these two marker points that I can manipulate. And that's what I was forgetting how to do. I am so sorry you all had to struggle through that. All right, from the beginning.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit a previous bit.
So you see, I just shortened up the length of that reduction in volume. I don't want it to take so long.
Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit a previous build.
Cool.
And if you know all of us down here at the
10,
Joy
it
of
just
Bricking,
doubled.
you're
Let's go ahead and
pretty
take
aware
this.
that we do have a thing for happy little trees. So without further ado, I would like to welcome back our bonsai tree from our first episode that we ever built. And we're going to have such a fun time today. I think what we're going to do is we're going to decorate it as those spring...
Stop. Don't you do it. So this is where it's like,
because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit.
Now we want this to be, we're going to try to, nope, it's not going to let us do that. Is it, negative? Okay. We'll just do that manually. There's a way to not have to do that with your mouse because this is a very sensitive command. But now, so yes, now here we are. Seth, you said it takes like a lot of time doing the intro. It truly does. The intro and the outro are probably the most time-consuming things because once you get onto the roll of the episode, you really are just listening for anything like auditorially that you want to edit out, visually, just junk space. And then you're overlaying the PDF files from the instructions into that. So the actual editing of the episode goes very quickly. It is just the time that I'm taking to get this intro set up. Right now, the music cuts in nicely.
I'm Brick Ross.
So now...
And you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
I like that intro.
Episode is going to be a lot of...
Cool. And so you can see, like I said, I wanted this guy to overlay this. So what I like to do is like, hello, I'm Brick Ross.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking.
What do I like to do is if it starts out
hello,
way up close, then I'm going to have it zoom out.
I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking.
Up to there. So what I'm doing right now is I'm mentally setting a time point that I'm going to make right here. What's going to happen is I'm going to splice that, take this little short clip here, which you can see is 3 seconds and 20, it's almost 4 seconds long. I'm going to Ken Burns that, and I'm going to start at my end point. So it's a close-up. This red box is going to be Brick's face. Swap that so it's going to actually be the start point, and it's basically going to start tight, zoom out into a wider shot, which is going to be where this continues on. So the intention will be to have that graphic overlay a little more on point. So you see that was supposed to be pretty rough. Let's go ahead and put a, how does that look?
Hello.
It's way too fast.
Oh, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching the Joy.
And you'll see, like, I can pause it right here. This is a good indication right here. You can see where the video face needs to be more lined up with this animated face, or vice versa. So what I'm going to do is take that and start messing around with that, and then end. This could be weird. This could be weird. This could be weird. Because the end is where you want it to be right there. So what does that look like?
Hello.
That's kind of, yeah. So that was kind of it. Maybe we can make this a little bit bigger and down over. Let's try that. See how that looks.
Hello.
Let's get on to here and just kind of, I don't like it.
Hello.
Because start needs to go down. I feel like I'm cobbing everything up right now. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hit the reset button on everything. Do that trim, scale, everything's there. If Ken Burns, let's go ahead and just hit the, that start is going to be up. And the end, maybe I need to redo that graphic, you know, the joy of bricking, so that the text, almost, all right, so that's coming in like that, and I'm gonna need to adjust the start of you. I want you. How's that? It is up there. That means I need it. Let's try. What does that do? No. That didn't work at all. Give me the even. And the start is there. Man, you want it like that? And like that? What's that do? A lot of tweaking. That doesn't fix this guy being where he need. Nope, you stay there. Your start needs to be more. No, start point. More even. Start point. That's it. Went the opposite way. This is. Stop. Give me the start point. Select the thing that I want. If I could get it a little like more centrade. What does that do? I feel like I'm always doing the exact opposite of what I should have been doing. Yeah. Way too far over. Need to adjust the other side. Other side. Other side. Other side. All right. Too far. Too far. You want just exactly right on the schnoots? Nope. What I want is this moment in time. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Get over there. I wonder if my computer's on. And then that. See? Yeah, see? Which means I need this guy. The lower frame. Stop giving me the end. Him to be over now. Let's see what that does. And maybe I'm just like not getting something of the physics of it for some odd reason.
Hello. Hello.
There you go. You see that? It was all right. So we're making progress. I think I found something that's helping. I need to be over here. Almost.
Hello.
Stop that. Show me. Show me.
Hello.
And then lower it down. Lowering it down. Let's see what happens.
Hello.
It's like you'll know immediately, you know? So let's get this. It's up. I don't know.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross.
Closer. Maybe do that. Almost like
Hello.
kind of, yeah, okay. And then still
Hello.
getting there. You see that? Oh, like almost like right there. I need video lower from the start point. And to do that, do I do this? Let's find out. It seems weird because it's like it feels off frame.
Hello.
That was kind of it. But that was a solution to a degree. So let's find out. Let's do it. Let's just do it a little bit more. Get your start point. Get it up. Let's try.
Hello.
There, I'll take it. I would maybe like to see it a little bit longer. A little bit tighter.
Hello. I'm. Hello. Hello.
Oh. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Hey. Come on, you. Come on, Z. What are you doing? Gosh, darn it. Stop this. I don't know what I just did. What the F did I just do? Come on. What is this? What is this? I swear to Christ, I will reset all of this. This is so infuriating. Why do you do what I don't want you to do? What is this? Why did you do this? Why have you done this? Oof. There it is.
Hello.
All right, back to business. Oh my God, what the F? What's going on here? Why are you like all over the place, my man? All right, you know what I'm gonna do? This is where like I've made so much of an F up. I feel like I'm not getting it. So what I'm gonna do is lift from the storyline and delete it. Now, and by doing so, I can just Command Z that. I can just kind of reverse everything that I've done and you stupid bastard. Let's do that. Command Z that because you get rid of that. Why are you doing this?
The joy of bricking. And you're
For real? We're doing this. Oh my God. I hate this fucking magnetic timeline. Ooh, pardon me, I cursed. I don't give a shit. This is going to be very goddamn frustrating.
I'm Brick Ross.
Yeah, are you? Are you Brick Ross? I hadn't heard. Let's go ahead and position all that out. Stretch you out because we already heard all this.
Hello.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Oh my God.
Hello.
For Christ's sake.
Hello.
So now you see, like, this is why it's frustrating because just doing that, trying to fix that error, everything is on this magnetic timeline, which means things are just linked to each other. And if you delete something, chances are it's connected to something else. So you have to go back and find out, shit, what is this all connected to? What does it all mean? And then make sure all of your stuff doesn't look stupid.
Hello. Hello.
You see how that just linked itself to that. So Command Z. I don't want you linked to anything. I wonder if I just do that and move it. Yeah, then it will. Thank you. Thank you. Watch this. If I delete that, everything goes. So Command Z. What if I wonder if I okay. Now everything's linked to that. See, so now I'm sitting here playing fuck games with this.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
So that goes there. This fucking thing. Blah, 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 blah.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of
So,
fun.
yeah, that does. It really, you know what? I wonder if I could.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross.
Gosh, how did that look in the other one? Let's go back. I just want to see how it looked in that.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with me, your host, Brick Ross.
All right. See that? So that starts out.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross. And
That's what it is. Okay. So it's actually like if we go back, so you see here it starts out. This title is actually zooming in, it's getting larger. Okay. And you see how the face is almost like perfect right
I'm
there.
Brick Ross.
So it is doing a little bit of a Ken, but right after he says Brick Ross, you go into the wider shot. So let's get over here.
Hello,
I'm
Brick
Brick
Ross.
Ross.
And you're watching The Joy of Brick. Hello, I'm Brick Ross. And you're watching.
Right there is about a crossfade. So let's go ahead and. All right. We're going to try this again.
Hello.
And we're going to try this again.
Hello.
Let's get everything out to that hello. See, now you can see our fades are all lined up. Oh, that's right. My apologies. I needed to. I should do that so y'all can see the timeline. I can bring that down a little bit so you can see the. Yeah. There you go. There you
go. I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy. Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching.
So this is actually just going to be very slight Ken Burns. So your end is actually like that, and that's going to be like that. And then your start, this is where, this is what my mistake was earlier, is that I was trying to go to a giant full screen when reality, I just used the, I just used a crossfade right here with the Ken Burns effect. So let's go ahead and see what this looks like now.
Hello, I'm Brick.
So this crossfade is going to start back there.
Hello.
All right, and it is zooming in. Is that what we wanted? It is zooming in. Yes. So the start point is too far. Let's actually rein it in and do that. See what happens.
Hello, I'm Brick.
Right? You see that now.
Hello.
What we're going to do is we're going to flip-floppy those. Watch it again. This is getting larger.
Hello.
And you are getting larger. And, which is great, which means, but the start needs to be a little bit more over here and a little bit more right there. Let's try. Let's see what that looks like. Ah, yes. Now let's just have it down a skosh.
Hello.
Nope, that was incorrect. Reverse it. Have it go up a skosh. And again.
Hello. I'm Brick.
I like that.
I'm Brick Ross.
So you go.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross. And you're watching The.
And then you just make that. Sorry. It'll do that. Make that a cross dissolve. And then now it starts to look like that.
Hello. I'm Brick Ross. And you're watching The Joy of.
And then what you're going to do is get the other JOB logo, not Ross Music. Old builds, nope, because we are going to talk about that. Assets, Brick Ross assets. You're going to go to, oh, that's right. You guys can't see what I'm looking at because I need to do this. Check this out. So I'm looking through these other files over here, the episode logos, episode covers. Again, very disorganized, but Are they BR logo PNGs? Yeah, I think it's going to be this one. Let's just double check, make sure. Yes, it is that one. That is correct. So let's go ahead and take this one, drag it onto our timeline. Let's make that happen right now. You're going to grab the BR logo PNG, dragging it down to the timeline, and now you can see here it is. Now I've got to place it. Let's go ahead. We don't need to adjust the scale, but its position needs to be right there. Y-axis up a little bit, and let's do the old double cross faderoos.
I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time.
And that's it. That is so literally this 1 hour. We've been streaming for an hour. This entire hour, has all just been, it's all just been like the 10 seconds. And that's kind of obnoxious, but it is what it is. I hope you haven't been completely bored out of your mind. But yeah, let me just go back and show you one last time. Check this out. It'll be this. I can go ahead and sure. You guys all could see that a little bit better. And then yeah, let's go back to the beginning here.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross.
I think I'm gonna adjust that.
The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit a previous build.
Yeah,
and if you know,
that's the thing.
All of us down here.
Hey, nope, over here. All right, and then we can do this and then this to get over here, so that I can now go back to the old GFX1 template. So yeah, in the first 10 seconds of video, like that's what it looks like. Making sure that the audio is lined up, that the graphic is lined up, that everything is kind of, if I did that and I wanted it to be a little bit lower, I want it to be a little bit lower. So again, I'm just going to go right back in there. Start, I'm going to have it be a little bit lower, and then end a little bit lower. And now we're going to try that one more time, and hopefully that'll be all the adjustment that we really needed to make on that.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching.
Sorry, I was doing something. I want to see that again.
Hello.
That's not awful. That's not awful.
And you're watching.
Again, I'll probably tune that up. Let's do it. I can't walk away from it.
Hello, I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with.
A little bit lower. Just a skosh. And start. And a little bit lower. Let's see.
Hello.
I'll take it.
I'm Brick Ross, and you're watching The Joy of Bricking with Brick Ross. Today's episode is going to be a lot of fun because it's going to be the first time that we ever revisit a previous build.
And that's that's going to be the Joy of Bricking episode, the first episode. If we actually go up and find it right now, we actually probably should stop the stream before we go into anything else. But I think it will be a good time to overlay the video that I'm going to put in and let that render up, let it take the time that it's going to take to do that. Yeah, man. 1 hour to do first 10 seconds. And that was with a lot of stuff set up. And I'm sorry if I don't seem too fast on the case with it. I'm going to check comments and stuff one last time over here. Looks like Seth has been trying to get my attention. I think your computer hates you. I don't know how long ago you left that, but that's funny. Well, I'm glad you're kind of learning and checking stuff out with me, my dude. And actually, you know what I can do is, oh wait, no, I can't do that. Minimize, Bring that over. Now I can kind of see everybody's comments and such. There's nothing on Twitch. Nothing on Twitch. You know, nothing on the old YouTubes except for Seth. And then on the Facebook. Let me see. Didn't catch anybody's eye. Didn't tickle anyone's taint. And didn't make any dreams come true. But that's fine. I still need to get this done. It's about 5 p.m. In the afternoon. I'll probably throw another couple of hours at this for the rest of the day before I call it a day. But yeah, you know, let's just say for now. And watching, Seth, it was cool kind of chatting with you and catching up again. If you're new to the channel, I hope you thought this wasn't too tedious. And you know, if you think it's pretty badass, which I think it is, give us a little follow, little like, little subscribe. Here's a little music for you. And other than that, I'm going to call it and get the fuck out of here.